Multiplying and dividing terms. Simplify 7a times 2bc times 3d. Now, this is multiplication, and the second one is also multiplication. I'm going to do this the long way, just to do the explanation, the thinking process, and in this one, I will show you the working that you have to do. So what this means is actually 7 times a times 2 times b times c times 3 times d. That's a lot of writing. And then what you do is you always write the numbers first. So it's actually 2 times, or 7 times 2 times 3. Remember, the order doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put this all in alphabetical order, just because that is the custom of doing it. So I'm going to say times A times B times C times D. And now what I say 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 3 equals 42. Times A times B times C times D is A, B, C, D. But we don't have to do it this way. Okay, the way that we're going to do it is we're going to start with and say, to simplify this, I start with my coefficients, with the numbers. I say 3 times 5 gives us 15. Then I have x, y, and z. I say x times a y times a x times a z. So we look at alphabetically x first. X times x is x squared. X, y, there's only one y. Times z, there's only one z. And that will be your answer. Okay, that's the only working you have to do. So just quickly coming back to this one. If you had to do this from the start, I will say 7 times 2 is 14, times 3 is 42. A times B, there's only one B. Times C, there's only one C. Times D, there's only one D. Exactly the same answer, one step. I'm going to copy the following to C and D, and then I'm going to move the iPad so I have space to write. So it's going to be 10AB divided by 15BC. And I'm also going to have 18x squared y divided by 8x z. Okay. So I'm going to move this up so we can get rid of that. And we have place to write. Now, remember, all numbers are made out of factors. So when I simplify, but if I divide by the highest common factor, what I actually do is I break these numbers up in the prime factors. So I'll say 10 is 2 times 5. This is what I'm actually doing. You don't have to do this, please. This is just explanation. 10 is actually 2 times 5. And 15 is actually 3 times 5. And this is times A times B, and this is times A times B, times B times C. Okay, and what happens now is this 5 divided by 5 is 1. And this B divided by B is 1. And therefore I can say my answer is 2 times A is 2A divided by 2A divided by 3. And there's a C left there, so 3C. And that is simplified form. Okay, this is the thinking process. However, the only way that you had to do it is, and you need to do this, I'm going to say, look at the pronumerals first. This B will cancel with that B. It doesn't cancel, it's B divided by B is 1. Look for the highest common factor between 10 and 15. It's 5, so 10 divided by 5 is 2, 15 divided by 5 is 3. And now I'm going to simplify, say 2 times A is 2A, 3 times C is 3C. So the same answer, please, you have to show this working, and that is it. Okay, again, thinking process, and I'm going to do this with a purpose. I'm not going to worry about 18 and 8 because you know how to simplify that. What x squared means, remember, it means it's 18 times x times x times y. X times x times y. And this is 8xz. So this x will cancel one of those x's, and that is one x remaining. So if I have this, I'm going to say first to the coefficients, what's the highest common factor for 8 and 18? Well, it looks like 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9, over 8 divided by 2 is 4. There's no common factors for 9 and 4. X divide himself once, and an x squared, it's going to cancel with one of those x's, so there's going to be only one x staying behind. No other common factors that can cancel, so this is x, y over z.